Father's
Yeah,
restaurant?
hi, good afternoon. I'd like to order some delivery, please.
Of course. What would you like to order?
Yeah, well, I was looking at your menu and the chicken marsala sounds really, really good. But does it come with anything besides the side items, maybe a side of bread?
A couple of smash ciabattas.
Are they good?
Of course they could. We fly them frozen from Italy. They're amazing.
You know what? I don't want anything. I'll just call back later. Thank you. Thank you for your time. What a joke. Hello, folks. Welcome to Baking Revolution. Today we're going to make ciabatta. Ciabatta was created in 1982 by a baker named Francesco Fabaron. He was a baker in Verona, and he created it because he wanted to compete with a French bread called a baguette that we all know and love. He named it ciabatta because the shape of the bread reminded him of his wife's slipper, and he said, "Well, it looks like a slipper, so I'm going to call it a slipper, ciabatta." So there you go. Very easy bread to make, folks. This requires a little patience, but it's incredibly easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Follow me. Right, so to make the ciabatta, we're going to start by adding the flour along with the yeast. Now you want to make sure you put the yeast towards the end of the bowl so you can put the salt on the other end of the bowl. You don't want them to touch again. The salt can deter the yeast from working. We then add our water all at once, and then we're going to mix this. Now you want to mix this on a slow speed until it combines thoroughly. If some of the flour gets stuck around the edge of the bowl, just scrape it down and continue mixing it. As you can see, it's a pretty wet dough and doesn't really form a clump. That's fine. Ciabatta is supposed to be this way. Now that we've kneaded the dough for 7 minutes, we're going to go ahead and transfer it to an oiled bowl. Notice how elastic this dough is. This is crucial. The elasticity lets us know that the dough has been kneaded to the point where it needs to be kneaded at. See, if the dough isn't elastic, then your yeast will eventually suffocate per se. It won't have enough space for it to rise the dough evenly. And when you bake the bread, you're going to end up with spots that are not uniform to what they should be at. So make sure this dough is elastic. Now we're going to go ahead and cover it, and we're going to let it rise for 2 hours. Now the dough is risen for 2 hours, we're going to go ahead and heavily coat our surface with flour. Notice how much the dough is risen, by the way. This dough is still sticky, so you want to be careful with it. You don't want to overwork it. You want to have your hands lightly floured so that the dough doesn't stick to you as much as it would if you didn't have flour in your hands. Now we're going to go ahead and dust more flour on top of the dough, again, so it helps us work with it a little easier. We're going to turn the dough onto itself and sort of form a log. We're then going to go ahead and grab our dough scraper, and we're going to cut the dough in half so that it gives us 2 loaves. Again, folks, you want to work this dough as little as possible. This is crucial. To shape the ciabatta, we're going to go ahead and grab it and lightly stretch it. Very lightly, not too much, just very lightly until it's about 8 inches or so. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and transfer our shaped loaves onto a parchment-lined sheet pan. Gently handle the loaves and transfer them over to the sheet pan, folks. Again, very gentle, don't be rough with them. We're then going to dust them off with some flour, and then we're going to let them rest for 10 minutes, just to give them that little extra rise that we need for the ciabatta to have. After the 10 minutes, we're going to bake them in a 425-degree oven that's been preheated. Now that our bread's cooled down, we're going to go ahead and cut the batter. I'm going to teach you the best way to make sure your bread is done. That's by simply picking it up and tapping it. Hear that? That thud, that hollow sound means that it's ready, that it's cooked throughout. Now, I'll be ready to let this cool down. Let's cut it up and see what it looks like. Nice. You see all those uneven holes right there? That means this bread was properly proofed and properly allowed to rise. You can smell that yeasty goodness. Comes right through. Let's taste it. It's yeasty, slightly salty. Crust has a nice crisp to it. Just caramelized just right now. Guys, I can't wait for y'all to try this. I can order my chicken marsala. See you guys next time on Bacon Revolution.